Imagine this. You discover your entire life, every memory, every experience, your very being was part of a story, meticulously written by someone else.
Wow, okay.
And then, the ultimate plot twist, you meet your author. Suddenly, the world you thought was undeniably real turns out to be just one of many, a single chapter in an infinite library of narratives.
Right.
What then? How do you reorient your understanding of existence, purpose, and even love?
It's a premise that doesn't just challenge your assumptions, it absolutely shatters them. It forces a radical reevaluation of, well, pretty much every fundamental truth we hold about identity and autonomy.
Exactly. And today we're taking a deep dive into an extraordinary chapter, Rose and Lupinia, Week 36, a text that masterfully blurs the lines between reality and fiction, offering a truly unique perspective on identity, purpose, and the profound, often humorous implications of living in a world where stories come alive. We're talking about characters grappling with the ultimate meta-narrative.
And our source material is just so rich with these profound insights, presenting us with characters on remarkable journeys of self-discovery and transformation after this monumental revelation.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating exploration of how individuals find their footing when the very ground beneath their feet is revealed to be, quite literally, a page.
Our mission today, you, our curious listener, is to unpack the emotional and practical implications of this extraordinary narrative. We'll explore the deep psychological impact of discovering one's fictionality, the transformative power of creative expression in a brand new world, and how this magical new reality completely redefines what it means to be and to belong. Get ready for some truly mind-expanding aha moments, because this particular deep dive is, it's an intellectual adventure. Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
We're going to kick things off by looking at the genesis of a new theater troupe in Wildwood, a journey that starts with one truly fascinating individual, Bethany White.
Bethany White.
When we first meet Bethany, she steps in to Mad Maggie's Magical Bakery, and she makes quite an entrance, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
She's described as a very pretty woman with brown hair and hazel eyes, wearing a colorful peasant-style blouse and leather pants. Just from that initial description, you get this immediate sense of a free spirit, someone who's perhaps traveled far, but also someone grounded and practical.
It's a striking image.
It really is. It hints at a story waiting to be told.
And what's immediately striking is her directness. She walks in and immediately asks for Paula Becker by name.
No messing around.
Not at all. There's no hesitation, no beating around the bush. She's clearly on a focused mission, indicating a certain resilience and determination. Her quick admission of blabbering sometimes also adds a touch of, relatable human imperfection, making her instantly approachable despite her rather focused and bold demeanor.
Yeah, it kind of softens the edges a bit.
It's a clever way to invite the listener to connect with her instantly.
And what is that mission? It's to establish an amateur theater troupe in Wildwood. She tells Paula that upon seeing the town, she just knew it was the pound for me. This is a crucial detail because it instantly taps into this profound theme of finding belonging and purpose, especially in a place that feels almost magically right.
It's not just any town, it's the town.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It suggests a preordained connection, a destiny. What kind of longing does that speak to, do you think?
Oh, it speaks to a deep, inherent yearning for a place where one feels truly seen and belongs, which is, that's a universal human experience, right? But it's amplified in this magical setting.
Yeah.
And that desire is amplified by a seemingly minor yet pivotal character, Sparky.
Sparky.
He's described as a strange man named Sparky from enigmatic parchments, and he's the one who points Bethany to Paula, specifically mentioning Paula's past as a manager of a troupe.
So he's the catalyst, basically.
He acts as this crucial connector, yeah. A seemingly small detail that sets in motion a larger narrative of creative awakening in Wildwood. Bethany's ambition is also clear. If I want to start one, I thought, why not start at the top?
I like that.
It speaks to her audacious drive and perhaps a slightly exaggerated yet charmingly eager view of Paula's past role, underscoring her determination to make this dream a reality.
But here's where it gets really interesting and, quite frankly, a little heartbreaking, adding layers to her already intriguing persona.
Okay.
We learned about Bethany's background and her motivations. Her parents were actors, but they tragically died in a vicious storm when a bridge collapsed.
Oh, wow. That's rough.
Right. This deeply personal tragedy explains an almost hereditary pull towards the performing arts, perhaps a desire to fulfill a lost legacy. Does a narrative choice like that, giving her such a clear, almost fated motivation through a family legacy, actually limit her agency within the meta-narrative, or does it serve to amplify her later choices in a unique way?
That's a provocative question, and it speaks to the delicate balance authors face, even the one creating this meta-narrative.
Hmm.
On one hand, it provides a strong sympathetic impetus for her actions, making her quest immediately relatable and understandable. On the other, you could argue it neatly ties off a why, suggesting a path already laid out for her.
Right, like it's too neat.
Maybe. However, in a story where characters are aware they're fictional, perhaps a clear, pre-written motivation like that becomes a foundation they can then choose to build upon, or even rebel against, giving their later choices even more weight.
Ah, okay. So it's less deterministic, more like a starting point she can react to.
Exactly. Her journey isn't just fulfilling a legacy, it's choosing to embrace it on her own terms, in a new world.
And this journey is further shaped by her upbringing. She was raised by a not very maternal grandmother who forced me into her business, a role Bethany admits she wasn't a good fit for.
Not exactly nurturing, then.
No. This paints a picture of a life previously devoid of personal choice and joy, making her current quest for a creative outlet all the more significant. It's not just a pursuit of a dream, it's a pursuit of personal freedom and self-determination after a childhood of constraint.
You really feel that drive.
And we see her practical determination, too, as she uses back pay from her grandmother's businesses to rent a proper theater if there is one. It shows she's not just a dreamer, but a doer, which is quite inspiring.
It's a powerful testament to the idea that even when our pasts are defined by obligation or tragedy, the human spirit, or perhaps the character spirit, can still yearn for self-expression.
Yeah.
But the real kicker, the thing that makes you sit up and say, wait, what? Is the paradox of her passion without experience.
Oh, this part is wild.
Right. She reveals, no, nothing, to be honest. I've never even seen a play before.
Never. Not one.
This detail about Bethany, having never seen a play yet burning to start a troupe, is truly baffling on the surface. But when she says, it's in my blood, what's this narrative really suggesting about the nature of our deepest passions? Are we talking about a genetic predisposition or something more akin to a soul's calling that simply needs the right environment to awaken, regardless of prior exposure?
That's where the narrative gets really clever, isn't it? It challenges our real-world assumptions that experience is always paramount. In this metafictional context, in my blood could literally mean a character trait written into her very essence by an unseen author. But it also mirrors the human experience of feeling an undeniable pull towards something, a deep-seated intuition that bypasses rational explanation.
Like it's just there.
Exactly. It opens up a fascinating discussion. Is inherent drive more powerful than learned skill when it comes to true purpose? Think of a prodigious musician who's never had a lesson but can play by ear, or an artist compelled to create without formal training.
Yeah, nature versus nurture, but on a meta-narrative level.
Right. Bethany's character acts as a mirror, asking us to consider if our true passions are always evident or if they could lie dormant, waiting for the right moment or place to emerge. She emphasizes the joy of playing a role and potentially being paid for it, highlighting the inherent fun and escapism of acting as a driving force. It's a powerful illustration of inherent talent or calling versus learned experience.
And it makes her an incredibly compelling character because she's not just chasing a dream, she's chasing a feeling, an unarticulated longing for something she instinctively knows is her true path.
Totally. Okay, so from Bethany, our attention shifts to Paula Becker, the woman she's come to recruit.
The reluctant manager.
Right. We find Paula working at Mad Maggie's Magical Bakery as an apprentice, a position that contrasts sharply with her previous role as a troop manager on Earth. There's an immediate sense that this isn't where she expected to be, or perhaps where she thought her talents lay, having left her former life behind.
And her initial hesitation is quite relatable, almost universally so. She admits, I did manage an acting troupe, but that was on Earth and I didn't enjoy it much. I find actors to be a little too quirky for my personal taste.
Huh. Fair enough. Actors can be a lot.
Right. This candid admission is a moment of honesty that many can identify with. We all have past experiences we'd rather not revisit, or a type of person we find, shall we say, creatively challenging. Yet, the call to help Bethany, this complete stranger, is strong enough to make her consider it. It highlights the generosity of spirit beneath her guarded exterior.
But that reluctance doesn't last long, does it? There's a perfectly timed intervention from Lily,
Lily from the back.
yes, who emerges from the back of the bakery and declares, "Paula, I heard all that. Your shift just ended." This friendly bossiness from a colleague is a pivotal moment. It's the nudge Paula needs to engage.
It highlights that supportive community dynamic within the bakery itself, a place where people look out for each other and gently push them towards opportunities for growth.
Yeah, it's sweet.
What's fascinating here is that once committed, Paula doesn't just agree to brainstorm. She immediately recruits Lily and Salome, showing her natural leadership and efficiency.
Snaps right back into manager mode.
Exactly. This swift shift from initial hesitation to enthusiastic recruitment demonstrates how quickly she can tap back into her old skills, even for something she thought she'd left behind or explicitly disliked. It's a testament to how new environments and new friends can reawaken dormant skills and passions, proving that sometimes all it takes is a new context and a little push to reignite a spark.
And we get a glimpse into a much softer, more affectionate side of Paula, especially in her interactions with Opal.
Ah, Opal. Yes.
She finds Salome with Opal in the tower, and despite Opal's protest of, "I can walk just fine," Paula scoops her up into Princess Carrie. It's a wonderfully tender moment, revealing a caring, protective nature that we might not expect from her earlier reluctance or her past as a manager on Earth.
It shows a profound capacity for connection.
It really does. It hints at a deeper transformation.
And this scene is rich with little details that reveal her character. She playfully coerces Opal, tickling her stomach and using lighthearted threats like, "Rose might turn me into a bug if Opal gets sick."
Which,
Right.
in this world, could actually happen.
Right. Or, "If you get much fatter, I won't even be able to pick you up." This isn't just about fun, it demonstrates Paula's deep care and humor, showing how she creates a safe and loving environment for the young girl.
It's a striking contrast to her earlier, more guarded persona.
And perhaps a subtle nod to the peace and happiness she's found in Wildwood that was missing in her previous life.
Good point. And even her connection to food, tying into her current role at the bakery, comes into play. She tells Opal, "You can't brainstorm if your head is empty, right, Opal?"
Practical Paula.
It's a delightful touch that links the practical need for sustenance with the creative process, echoing her bakery role and underscoring a grounded, nurturing approach to creative work. This isn't about grand pronouncements, it's about practical care and human connection.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, Paula's journey from reluctant manager to enthusiastic guide demonstrates how new environments and the right kind of friendships can reawaken dormant skills and passions, even in areas we thought we'd left behind forever.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
It's a testament to the idea that purpose can find us in unexpected ways, particularly when motivated by the needs of others. It really highlights that true fulfillment can come from contributing to a community you've grown to cherish, and that sometimes the quirks of others become endearing when you find your own place.
So, with Paula now on board, and her initial reluctance softened by the warmth of Wildwood, the wheels are truly in motion. We move into the exciting phase of building the foundation for this new theater group.
The brainstorming begins.
Yes, and the brainstorming session itself is a masterclass in collaboration. Paula, Beth, Salome, and Opal, these disparate characters, pull a bunch of comfortable armchairs together, immediately setting an inclusive, casual tone.
Not a stuffy boardroom meeting, then.
Definitely not. It's a creative huddle, emphasizing community over formality, which is essential for creative endeavors.
And the ideas start flowing quickly, introducing us to some truly unique Wildwood residents. We meet Doug, Rose's librarian, who is actually the ancient Zenodotus of Ephesus.
Like the Zenodotus of Ephesus from the Library of Alexandria.
The very same. So in this metafictional world, we have a character who is literally millennia old, bridging our reality with an epic past.
That's incredible.
And then there's Daisy, the resident ghost and Doug's girlfriend, a relationship Doug playfully clarifies, and Daisy, being a ghost, confirms she wants to be his girlfriend.
The ghost girlfriend for an ancient librarian. Okay, Wildwood.
Right. This instantly integrates supernatural elements into the normal fabric of Wildwood life, showing how magic and the spectral are simply part of their everyday, mundane existence. It's not just fantasy, it's lived reality.
Doug, being the wise and historically significant librarian, naturally offers practical suggestions for their first play. He suggests A Christmas Carol,
Classic.
noting it's highly suitable for Samhain due to its ghost roles and ideal for minimum actors and limited library space. He also mentions Peter Pan, though he acknowledges it would need adaptation for girls and would be harder for the library stage.
So very practical considerations.
Totally. Immediately brings in the logistical side of things, demonstrating a grounded approach even amidst the fantastical.
What's truly fascinating here is Opal's unexpected insight. Despite her youth, she suggests The Wizard of Oz as a great play, particularly for Sam Hain.
Ambitious.
Very. While acknowledging it's too grand for the library stage at present, she wisely points out it could be a later performance once they get a regular stage. She even suggests checking with Lou about the Jack in the Green Tavern, noting that taverns have traditionally doubled as theaters.
Wow. She knows her stuff.
Right. It demonstrates surprising foresight and understanding of theater history from a young character. It makes you wonder if living in a world woven from stories grants its inhabitants a unique intuition for narrative structures and theatrical history, or if Opal is simply an unusually perceptive child, a true prodigy of the stage in the making.
Yeah, that's a great question. The conversation naturally leans towards A Christmas Carol, due to its practicality and thematic fit for Sam Hain. But the group doesn't stop there. They're already thinking bigger, expanding their network for future productions.
Looking ahead.
Eldara, Paula's girlfriend and the library runner, immediately expresses interest, provided it doesn't interfere with the book club.
Ah, the book club connection.
Right. This highlights the importance of existing community commitments and shows how interconnected everyone is. It's a pragmatic, community-first approach.
The book club in particular emerges as a central social and cultural hub. Paula notes, everyone who we recruited is in the book club, except for Beth, and of course she'll join the book club, right, Beth?
So it's like the town's social center.
Pretty much. This establishes the book club not just as a reading group, but as a ready source of talent and community members, a natural starting point for creative ventures. It highlights the intricate social fabric and interdependencies within Wildwood, where shared interests often lead to new collaborations and strengthened bonds.
Then there's the plan to approach Rose, the unofficial head of the book club, and a powerful bibliomancer, for permission to use the library for the first performance.
Rose, the bibliomancer, so she controls magic through books.
Exactly. A sorcerer who wields magic through the power of books, scrolls, and stories themselves, making her influence over narratives quite literal. Eldara, despite running the library, confirms she won't be able to act during the Sam Hain party due to being pretty busy, but she's keen for a second production.
Smart planning. Building sustainability.
Totally. This shows a forward-thinking approach to community building and sustainable art, looking beyond the immediate performance.
This leads to a humorous detour at the bookstore where they try to find Rose. Sparky, whom we met earlier, acts as a gatekeeper.
Sparky again.
Explaining that Rose is busy writing an assignment and can't be disturbed. He then hilariously reveals that Rose broke every single rule on her previous assignment.
Huh. Even powerful sorcerers procrastinate or rebel against assignments.
Apparently so. It adds a layer of relatability to her creative process and highlighting the challenges of balancing artistic endeavors with strict deadlines. He is Mr. Dramatic, as Salome puts it, a wonderful detail that humanizes even the most powerful figures in this magical world.
It's a great touch.
It's a subtle nod to the struggles of creation, even for an author figure.
Exactly. And beyond the initial cast, they plan to present the idea to the entire book club to have the potential for more people to join for future productions, showing a forward-thinking approach to community building and ensuring the longevity of their artistic endeavors.
So widening the net.
And they also realize they'll need music and plan to ask Lou, the bard, about it, further weaving together the artistic talents within the community.
What's clear here is the organic growth of a creative project, from initial spark to practical planning. This segment truly shows the importance of collaboration, resourcefulness, and community engagement in bringing a vision to life.
It's really well done.
It's a wonderful illustration of how a shared artistic pursuit can strengthen social bonds and uncover hidden talents within a community, even one as magically unique as Wildwood. It also hints at the deep respect for stories and their origins that permeates this world, where a former archivist like Doug becomes central to theatrical productions.
All right, buckle up, because this next section is where things get truly wild, where the very fabric of reality starts to unravel.
Uh-oh.
We're moving into When Worlds Collide, and it all starts with McCracken's dramatic and utterly unexpected entrance.
McCracken, from Paula's past.
Exactly, and this isn't your average walk through the door. McCracken arrives at the bakery via a portal muffin.
Oh, wait, a portal muffin?
Yes, you heard that right, a portal muffin. This immediately signals the deep integration of magic into daily life and introduces a unique, almost comedic element to his appearance. It's not just a magical item, it's a whimsical, delicious mode of narrative traversal.
Okay, that's amazing. What's fascinating here is the timing. Salome is baking the magical bakes for the first time when he appears, adding to the surreal atmosphere and amplifying the shock of his arrival.
Right place, right time. Or wrong time.
Depends on your perspective. It highlights the whimsical yet powerful nature of magic in Wildwood, where even mundane pastries can become conduits for extraordinary events. This moment literally embodies the blurring of the mundane and the magical.
And Salome's reaction is pure meta-narrative gold. She has this total fangirl moment.
Oh, I remember this part.
Exclaiming, "Hi, McCracken, I'm Salome. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Can I get you anything? Anything at all?"
It's like meeting a celebrity, but the celebrity is a character from the book you're in.
Exactly. This is a truly fascinating moment where a character expresses fandom for another character, demonstrating a striking self-awareness within the narrative. It's like she knows his story already, which is exactly the point, isn't it? She's aware he's a character from the book she exists within, making this the true fourth wall shattering moment.
It absolutely is. And Lily's stern intervention, Salome, right now, I mean it, shows Lily's protective nature and the general shock McCracken's unexpected arrival causes.
Yeah, she snaps her out of it.
It's a powerful disruption to their peaceful bakery routine, an intrusion from a world they thought was left behind. It's almost as if a character has stepped off the page and into her life, literally, but from a past she doesn't want to revisit.
Paula's reaction mirrors that shock, but with a deeper existential undercurrent. Her composure, which we've come to expect, utterly breaks.
Understandably.
And she fires off a triple question. What are you doing here? How did you get here? What are you doing here? This is a stark contrast to her generally composed and capable demeanor and emphasizes the magnitude of his arrival, as if reality itself is bending, collapsing inward, threatening the stability she's found.
It's a raw, visceral reaction to the impossible.
Well,
McCracken's concise answer, "I'm here to see you. I used a portal muffin. Again, I'm here to see you," is followed by him immediately turning the question back on Paula. "My turn. What are you doing here? We all miss you. Specifically me. Why did you run away?"
Oof. Right to the heart of it.
Yeah. This immediately establishes the core emotional tension, cutting through the shock to reveal a deep personal stake. This entire scene is a masterclass in metafiction.
It really is.
It's where the veil between the reader and the read characters is explicitly acknowledged, setting the stage for profound revelations about identity and reality. The portal muffin itself becomes a symbol of traversing narrative boundaries, an aha moment that changes everything, not just for Paula, but for our understanding of this entire universe.
That moment with McCracken just shatters everything Paula thought she knew, leading directly into the profound truth of their existence, the acknowledgement of fictionality.
The big one.
Paula confirms the unbelievable, stating, "So Talbot finally told you the truth, we're fictional." This statement is the absolute linchpin of this deep dive, explicitly stating the central conceit of the narrative. It's a sentence that fundamentally redefines everything for these characters.
And the context of this revelation is equally fascinating, adding layers of meta-commentary. Talbot, the author.
Their author.
Their author, yes. Talbot first confronted Rose, the head of the book club and a powerful sorcerer, and then later enjoyed the book club and joined herself.
Wait, the author joined the book club with her characters?
Apparently so.
Yeah.
This suggests a blurring of lines between author and creation, where the author becomes part of their own story's world, creating a uniquely complex dynamic. It's not just that they're fictional. Their author is now interacting with them almost as another character, but with ultimate power.
Wow. That dynamic raises incredible questions about the relationship between creator and created.
For sure. For Paula, this truth sparks a profound existential crisis. She describes being so shell-shocked to learn that I was fictional. I was moving through a fog. I still find it hard to believe.
That feeling of being shell-shocked, moving through a fog, it's not just a description, it's a visceral depiction of utter disorientation. What are the immediate, most paralyzing psychological impacts someone would face if their entire identity, their very sense of being, was suddenly revealed to be a construct?
Oh, it's a profound unraveling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine every memory, every experience, every choice you believed was yours was actually a pre-written scene. The trust in your own perception is shattered. We see it manifest not just as disorientation, but as a crisis of purpose, a deep regret for a wasted life that wasn't truly hers to waste in the first place.
Right. How can you regret something you didn't even control?
Exactly. It's like discovering the stage you've been performing on your whole life isn't real, and the script you thought you were improvising was already complete. This would induce a form of anhedonia, maybe, a loss of joy or meaning in activities because they feel preordained. Her newfound peace in Wildwood would be instantly threatened by this profound instability.
Her past regrets surface intensely, amplified by this revelation. She feels she's wasted her life for a corrupt agency that was willing to sell out our democracy for a little more power. Instead of trying to get revenge for my father's death, I should have been living my life.
It's incredibly poignant. It reveals her past purpose, revenge, and deep regret, contrasting sharply with her newfound peace and purpose in Wildwood.
It truly questions what it means to be when your past self feels like a character someone else wrote, when your motivations were perhaps not entirely your own. Just a brutal reevaluation.
And the revelation has a paralyzing effect on her own creative potential, which is another layer of meta-commentary. She admits, now I'm too afraid to write, to create characters and just play with their lives.
Oh, that's fascinating. Like she understands the power too well now.
Exactly. This is a particularly poignant detail. Having discovered she is a character, the idea of creating others becomes terrifyingly real, highlighting the immense responsibility and power of authorship. It forces us, as listeners, to reflect on the ethical implications of creation itself, whether in fiction or in shaping the lives around us.
This pushes her to question reality itself. Going even further down the rabbit hole, she states, honestly, I don't even think our world is real. It might be, or it might be Talbert's version of our world.
Deep, questioning the very nature of her reality.
Right. This is an extreme form of critical thinking, pushing the boundaries of what real even means, contemplating the implications of a possibly subjective reality. It shows her grappling for any framework to understand her new existence, finding solace, interestingly enough, in abstract theories like the physicist's many worlds theory, which offers some comfort by suggesting alternate realities.
A way to find some wiggle room in her existence.
Yeah, a way to reclaim some agency by imagining other possibilities.
She even delves into the afterlife debate, comparing Tolkien's supposed afterlife, being brought by Oberon and Titania after death, to quintessence, to become a grand wizard like Merlin. With the impossibility for fictional characters, how could they ever have an afterlife when they might not even have a life?
Wow, that hits hard.
It's a core philosophical question of fictional existence, raising deep questions about consciousness and the soul within a created narrative. If your existence is a story, does it truly end? Or does it merely conclude, perhaps to be picked up again in another fan fiction or a sequel?
Right, immortality through rereading.
Maybe. This speaks to deep human anxieties about mortality and meaning, amplified through the lens of fictionality.
McCracken, however, offers a remarkably unique perspective, almost a coping mechanism honed by his prior profession.
The actor's perspective.
Exactly. His role as an actor provides him a buffer. He says, I'm a little freaked out about being fictional, but I'm an actor, so I'm fictional during work hours already.
That's brilliant. It's a brilliant coping mechanism, isn't it? Using his professional experience to rationalize his new reality, offering a unique perspective on the concept of playing a role.
It's like a method actor who suddenly realizes the stage is actually life itself.
It's truly insightful. His identity as an actor means he's constantly stepping into and out of fictional roles. For him, the boundary between self and character has always been fluid.
Makes sense.
This allows him to adapt to the revelation of his fictionality with a surprising degree of resilience. It shows how personal background can shape one's acceptance of even the most profound truths. He views it almost as a meta-performance, a cosmic stage play, which offers a certain comfort.
He also believes in a degree of agency, stating he doesn't think Talbot sent him because some wizard witch named Rose had a long talk with her about characters and agency, and Talbot advised me against coming.
Interesting. So Rose influenced the author.
It suggests that, that even authors respect their characters' autonomy, or at least influenced by powerful characters like Rose, indicating a complex author-character dynamic within this universe.
A negotiated reality.
Kind of. It implies characters can, to some extent, influence their own narratives, or at least the author's choices.
And his comparison of fictional origins to non-fictional beliefs is surprisingly profound and humorous. At least we truly know where we come from. Non-fictional people have all sorts of crazy ideas. Evolution, creationism, reincarnation, aliens, and probably 1,000 more theories.
That's a great point, actually. Maybe knowing your author is simpler.
It's a truly aha moment. It suggests that knowing your author might, in some ways, be simpler and less anxiety-inducing than grappling with the vast unknown of cosmic origins. For characters like Paula and McCracken, the ultimate truth has been revealed, offering a strange kind of clarity, even if it's terrifying. This section truly offers a deep dive into the psychological and philosophical implications of fictionality. It explores how individuals cope with such a fundamental shift in identity, questioning purpose, reality, and even the afterlife, while simultaneously finding unique ways to accept or rationalize their new existence. It truly explores what it means to be.
With the weight of this revelation hanging in the air, Paula makes an irrevocable choice for her future, leading to a powerful declaration. I'm never going back. There's nothing there for me.
Wow. Definitive.
Absolutely. This is a definitive statement, signifying a complete severance from her past life and world. It underscores her unwavering commitment to her new reality in Wildwood, a place where she has found peace and purpose, a place she has chosen to be. This isn't a retreat. It's an assertive act of self-determination.
Her reasoning is deeply rooted in her experiences and her reevaluation of her life. She feels her past life was wasted and corrupt, contrasted with the tangible good she's done in Wildwood, even in just a few days at the bakery.
Yeah, that contrast is stark.
It offers a powerful justification for her decision to stay, highlighting the importance of finding truly meaningful work and a positive, supportive environment. It's a decision to actively write her own next chapter rather than relive a pre-written one.
McCracken, despite the profound truths they've just shared and the clear path Paula is forging, makes a final, heartfelt plea. Well, there's me.
Oh, man. Pulling the personal card.
Right. This is his personal argument for her to return, highlighting his own feelings for her, despite their shared fictionality and the shocking nature of their existence. It's a raw, emotional moment, a last-ditch effort to cling to a past connection, even if the foundation has crumbled.
However, Paula's response is a mature and honest rejection of romance, delivered with a profound clarity that shows her growth. No, I'm sorry, McCracken, I used to hate you. Now I'm fairly fond of you, but that is as deep as that was ever going to go.
Clear boundaries. Good for her.
Absolutely. She clearly defines the boundaries of their relationship, prioritizing her current happiness and her existing deeply committed relationship with Eldara. It showcases her growth beyond past animosity and a clear sense of self-worth.
And her offer to take you home, using her new powers.
Right. That shows compassion without romantic attachment, showcasing her emotional maturity and her newfound strength without compromising her current happiness.
This segment culminates in Paula's definitive choice for her future. It's a poignant exploration of moving on from a toxic past, even when that past includes personal attachments.
She's prioritizing her own well-being and newfound purpose.
Exactly. It solidifies the themes of agency and self-determination, emphasizing that even fictional characters can actively write their own futures, making choices that define their happiness and belonging. It truly shows the power of personal narrative and the ability to reclaim one's story, even when its origins are revealed to be external.
Powerful stuff.
Moving on from these profound revelations, we now turn our attention to Paula's extraordinary transformation. Not only has she found a new purpose and a new home, but she's also gained some incredible abilities.
Oh yeah, the power upgrade.
Right. She now possesses the power to traverse narratives, stating, "I can jump from book to book, and no author can hurt me except for the author of the book I'm in."
That is insane. In the best way.
It's an incredibly specific and powerful ability, isn't it? It places Paula in a unique position within the meta-narrative, truly making her a next-level character, capable of navigating different fictional realities.
It truly is. This isn't just a magical power, it's the ultimate form of narrative autonomy. Think about the implications. She's not bound by a single story or genre.
She can go anywhere.
Pretty much. She can literally choose her own adventure, explore different worlds, and escape the confines of any single author's pen. This ability to jump from book to book transforms her from a character into a meta-narrative explorer, almost a literary adventurer. It's an unprecedented level of freedom within a fictional existence.
And this power isn't random. Its origin is significant. Rose, described as a powerful sorcerer and bibliomancer, granted her this ability to protect myself, When I did a little job for.
Ah, the little job. We'll get to that.
Yes, we will. This hints at the significant trust and collaboration between Paula and Rose, revealing Rose's immense influence and generosity, and also suggesting that this power was earned through a perilous task. It wasn't just handed to her, it was a reward for courage and competence, making it even more meaningful.
McCracken, who knew her in her old life, is clearly in awe of this new Paula. He exclaims, "Holy crap, Paula, I always thought you were a badass, but now you are next level."
Huh. Even he sees it.
Right. This genuine admiration from someone who knew her before highlights the profound change in Paula's capabilities and standing, underscoring her newfound strength and autonomy. It's an external validation that signifies her true growth, from a character of regret to one of formidable power and self-possession.
What's fascinating here is that Paula's new powers symbolize not just magical ability, but a deeper control over her own narrative and existence.
It's agency made manifest.
Exactly. It reinforces the idea of finding inner strength and external power through challenging circumstances and new alliances, giving her an unprecedented level of autonomy. She's not just a character, she's a character with the ability to traverse narratives, to escape the limitations of a single story, which is a truly powerful and liberating position for a fictional being.
And if new powers weren't enough, Paula has also come into sudden, immense wealth.
Right. Let's talk money. She reveals that Rose paid her $10 million to do a 3 or 4 hour job.
$10 million for a few hours' work.
Apparently. This astronomical sum underscores the immense value of magical currency in Wildwood and the specific high-stakes skills Paula possesses. It immediately signals that Wildwood operates on a different scale of value and risk than her previous world, where her work for a corrupt agency likely paid far less for far more moral compromise.
No kidding. What was this job?
What's truly delightful here is the nature of this daring mission. It wasn't robbing Fort Knox, as McCracken humorously suggests, but rather an archaeology museum in Mexico City to get a small bone from a dead necromancer.
Okay, a magical heist. To steal a necromancer's bone. Why?
This detail is incredibly specific and fantastical, painting a vivid picture of dangerous, high-stakes magical retrieval operations. It shows the unique blend of adventure, magic, and very specific, sometimes bizarre requirements that define Wildwood.
This isn't just about money. It's about a world where mythical items have real, tangible value. But seriously, why the bone?
And the why behind this heist is just perfect, connecting to one of those earlier delightful details. The bone was needed because a ghost fell in love with her librarian.
Daisy and Doug.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Zenodotus of Ephesus is the original librarian to the Library of Alexandria. He's 2,500 years old and now likes to be called Doug.
So the $10 million heist was for love. A ghost's love for an ancient librarian.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is a truly delightful and unexpected revelation, connecting ancient history with modern magic and romance, providing a heartwarming, utterly unique justification for such a perilous task. This specific detail explains the earlier mention of Doug's age and his relationship with Daisy, the resident ghost, tying together seemingly disparate plot points in a satisfying aha moment for the listener.
Showcasing the intricate and often charming interdependencies within Wildwood, it grounds the fantastical element of the bone heist in a deeply human or perhaps ghost-human love story. That's brilliant.
It really is. And despite her newfound immense wealth, Paula's generosity shines through when McCracken, who is clearly struggling a bit in this new reality, asks for a loan.
Which takes guts, asking your ex sort of nemesis for cash.
Right. Paula insists, "I'll give you money, but you don't have to pay me back. I'm a rich woman." This highlights her new financial security and her compassionate nature, showing how wealth hasn't corrupted her, but rather enabled her generosity and desire to support her friends.
It's a stark contrast to the corrupt world she left behind, where power and money were hoarded.
Absolutely.
This section highlights the magical economy and the unusual tasks required within this world, all while grounding them in a surprising love story that is both ancient and utterly contemporary. More importantly, it demonstrates how Paula's courage and abilities have been richly rewarded, providing her with the financial freedom to pursue her new life and support her friends, solidifying her transformation into a powerful and benevolent figure.
That's a powerful statement about how agency and courage in the right environment can lead to unexpected forms of empowerment, both personal and financial.
Definitely.
Finally, what truly grounds Paula in this new existence, even more than her powers and wealth, are her new relationships and her renewed purpose.
The human element, or character element.
Right. We learn she has a very serious relationship with Eldara, her girlfriend. Paula shares, I have a girlfriend named Eldara. I'm very serious about her, and she was worried about you. She's read the book.
Whoa, Eldara knows Paul is fictional. She's read her story.
Yeah. This detail is crucial. Eldara's knowledge of Paula's fictional past allows for a deep understanding bond, and her concern for Paula underscores the genuine affection and stability this relationship brings, contrasting sharply with Paula's past life of duty and resentment.
That's next-level relationship goals. Love built on radical acceptance and shared understanding of their unique reality.
Exactly.
Eldara's immediate agreement to meet McCracken, despite the unusual circumstances of him literally being from Paula's past narrative, further showcases her open-mindedness and support for Paula's new life and friends.
It indicates a secure and loving partnership.
Totally. It allows Paula to integrate her past without being defined or dragged back by it. It's a sign of a truly healthy and supportive relationship, something Paula clearly lacked in her previous life.
McCracken, observing Paula, provides powerful external validation of her profound growth. He tells her, this place has changed you. You have like real friends and interests.
That observation from someone who knew her before is incredibly significant.
Yeah, it really lands.
It confirms Paula's transformation from a life of duty and revenge to one of genuine connection and personal fulfillment, emphasizing the positive impact of her new environment. It's an external mirror reflecting the internal peace she's found.
And Paula's own reflection on her life and contribution is incredibly powerful, encapsulating her entire journey. She states, I did more good in the last few days at the bakery than I did in my entire career working for our government.
Wow, that says it all, really.
It perfectly encapsulates her shift in values and purpose. Her work at the bakery, and now with the theater group, provides a tangible, positive impact that her old career never did, highlighting the importance of finding truly meaningful work that resonates with one's authentic self, rather than simply fulfilling a pre-written role.
These details powerfully illustrate Paula's successful transition into her new life. She has found love, true friendship, financial security, and a deep sense of purpose, demonstrating that escaping a pre-written narrative can lead to profound personal growth and happiness, and a deeper sense of belonging.
Our journey now takes us to the heart of Wildwood's magic, creativity, and community, the Tower.
Rose's domain.
Exactly. This isn't just a building, it serves as Rose's home, the official meeting place for the book club, of which Rose is the unofficial head, and the setting for significant community gatherings. This establishes it as the central nexus of Wildwood's social and magical life, a true center of influence.
It's like the town's beating heart, both magical and deeply communal.
Right. And even the way Rose moves within her home highlights the blend of magic and convenience that permeates Wildwood. Her use of a portal elevator.
A portal elevator, of course.
Showcases the seamless integration of magic into daily life, contrasting with Paula's earlier physical exhaustion and demonstrating the technological advancements of this magical world. It's not just a magical dwelling, it's a fully integrated magical living space, responsive to its powerful inhabitant.
Rose herself is quite a character. Her persona is a blend of power, quirkiness, and fierce protectiveness.
Yeah, she's great. Her initial reaction to McCracken is priceless. Oh gods, is that the rapscallion McCracken in my house? Where's Salome? She won't want to miss this.
Huh. She knows Salome's a fan.
Right. This instantly shows her lively, dramatic personality and her quick understanding of the situation, adding a touch of humor and urgency to his arrival. She clearly enjoys the unfolding drama, even as she controls it.
Her creative struggles are also quite relatable, humanizing her despite her immense power. We heard earlier from Sparky that she broke every single rule on her last writing assignment.
The rebellious author figure.
And her own, ugh, I never want to write again about the play, paints her as a powerful but very human artist, prone to creative exhaustion and defiance. This is a struggle many creative individuals, even those who aren't powerful bibliomancers, can identify with.
Makes her feel more grounded, despite her extraordinary abilities.
Totally. Yet, despite her weariness, she quickly engages with the idea of the theater group, demonstrating her commitment to the community's creative endeavors and her underlying enthusiasm.
Her bluntness also stands out, her introduction to Beth. I'm sorry, I don't know you. Are you with him? And direct question to McCracken showcases her no-nonsense yet welcoming personality.
She cuts straight to the chase, but with an underlying warmth that indicates her acceptance.
Exactly.
Rose represents the magical authority and creative engine of Wildwood. Her character demonstrates that even powerful figures have relatable struggles, and her home is not just a dwelling, but a vital center for community, magic, and intellectual pursuits, truly reflecting the vibrant life of the town. She's a force to be reckoned with, but also a cornerstone of their world, a protector and a patron of the arts.
Inside the tower, the ideas for A Christmas Carol really start to take shape. The play's practicalities are discussed with enthusiastic involvement from everyone.
Beans down to business.
McCracken, the actor, shares his extensive history with the play, having performed Scrooge, Marley's Ghost, and The Ghost of Christmas Present, making him an invaluable asset and underscoring both the play's long-standing appeal and his undeniable acting chops.
He knows the roles inside out. It's almost meta in itself. An actor from another narrative now performing a classic again.
Right. Rose, despite her earlier reluctance to write, quickly assesses that A Christmas Carol is better for the stage and theme due to the small library stage, showing her practical theatrical sense.
And the idea of Daisy, the resident ghost, playing ghost roles for special effects is just perfect.
It's genius, a perfect integration of the town's magical reality into the production, offering unique theatrical opportunities that only Wildwood could provide.
Imagine real phantoms as special effects. That's truly next-level immersive theater.
Totally. Doug, our ancient librarian, continues to be a fount of knowledge. While the group discusses the play, he's occupied showing The Hobbit to Opal.
Aw, that's sweet, passing on the stories.
A charming detail that highlights his role as an educator and storyteller, even for a young audience. It makes you wonder what kind of stories a 2,500-year-old would choose to share, bridging millennia of narrative tradition.
And then he provides the crucial historical script. 11 first editions of Edward Sterling, A Christmas Carol, or Past, Present, and Future, described as the first edition of the first stage adaptation.
11 first editions. Just like that.
Apparently. This specific historical detail would absolutely fascinate the learner persona, bridging fantasy with real-world literary history and demonstrating the incredible depth of Doug's library.
McCracken's astonishment is palpable.
Yeah.
This is the Edward Sterling. Wow, Doug, are you really Zenodotus of Ephesus from Alexandria?
It emphasizes Doug's immense historical and intellectual significance and his incredible longevity. It's a moment of profound recognition where ancient history walks and talks among them.
And Doug's understated response, yeah, but I go by Doug now.
Ah, just Doug.
Showcasing his humble adaptation to his new life and the casualness with which ancient history is treated in Wildwood. It's a wonderful juxtaposition of the extraordinary and the everyday.
Then Ruby walks in, and she doesn't pull any punches.
Oh, Ruby. Here we go.
She asks McCracken directly, "McCracken, why were you such a jerk at the beginning of the book?"
Boom. Just lays it out there.
Right. This is a bold question, isn't it? Again, it shows the characters' awareness of their own narratives and perceived flaws, and a complete lack of pretense in their interactions.
It's wonderfully refreshing and incredibly meta, allowing characters to literally critique their own past narrative choices.
And McCracken's honest self-assessment is quite revealing. I wasn't consciously trying to make myself a jerk. I think I was self-centered, and later I think I recognized that and made a small attempt to change.
Huh. Actual character growth, acknowledged by the character himself.
Exactly. This provides a moment of genuine character introspection and growth, demonstrating the capacity for personal evolution, even for fictional characters who are aware of their own stories. It's a powerful statement about agency, about the ability to grow and change, even if your initial traits were written for you. This section beautifully illustrates the collaborative spirit of creativity within Wildwood. It blends practical theatrical concerns with deep magical history and personal growth, reinforcing the idea that art can be a powerful vehicle for community and self-discovery, and that even in a magical world, human and character emotions and development are paramount.
As the evening continues in the tower, we get to experience some of Wildwood's unique magical amenities firsthand. Lou serves up homemade dwarven beer.
Real dwarven beer.
A distinct magical delicacy that clearly impresses McCracken. He's amazed, exclaiming, "I can't believe I'm drinking real dwarven beer," highlighting the wonder of experiencing such a unique item in this world. It's a testament to the tactile sensory magic of Wildwood.
Eldora, however, showcases her sophisticated palate. Despite calling it the best beer I've ever tasted, she still prefers a nice glass of white wine, demonstrating her refined taste and honesty.
Sticking to her preferences.
And her trying it for Nim also hints at broader community connections and a sense of shared experience, reinforcing the tight-knit nature of their friendships and the subtle ways they care for one another. It's a small detail, but it speaks volumes about their established bonds.
But the real showstopper, in terms of magical convenience, is the tower itself. and Rose's conjuring
Oh,
capabilities.
yeah, the room creation.
With simple commands, Rose magically creates a complete living space for McCracken. Room, large bed, dresser, sideboard, please add a full bathroom and privy. This showcases the immediate, powerful magic embedded in the tower's structure and Rose's complete control over it.
It's not just a spell, it's architectural magic at its most practical and impressive.
And the sideboard is truly something. It has the ability to produce anything I want, essentially a magical vending machine for even the most obscure desires, limited only by one's imagination.
Like a Star Trek replicator, but fancier.
Pretty much. McCracken tests it with Sushi One Piece, and his subsequent delight, "Oh my God, that is delicious. It's the best sushi I've ever had," highlights the perfection and limitless possibilities of these magically produced items. It's a glimpse into true magical luxury, but also demonstrates the sheer power available to those who control the narrative itself.
But amidst all this magic and camaraderie, Rose delivers a firm warning that reminds us of her protective nature.
Laying down the law.
She turns to McCracken and asks, "You're not here to screw up Paula's happiness, are you?" This is a crucial moment, isn't it? It showcases Rose's fierce loyalty to Paula and her awareness of McCracken's past romantic interest and potential for disruption.
It's a clear boundary being set, a protective shield around her friend's newfound peace.
And she doesn't mince words. The underlying threat is unmistakable, delivered with a casual, almost humorous tone that belies its true power. "Good, because I truly liked you in the book, and I hate turning you into a frog. Good night, McCracken."
Huh. The casual frog threat. Classic Rose.
Right. This lighthearted yet potent magical threat reasserts Rose's power and her unwavering commitment to her friend's well-being, demonstrating that magical powers come with protective responsibilities. It also reinforces the idea of magical consequences for negative actions, ensuring that even in a metafictional world, there are rules and guardians.
McCracken's reaction perfectly captures Rose's intimidating yet benevolent nature. "For someone so nice, you really are scary. I'm glad Paula found someone like you."
It solidifies Rose's role as a powerful guardian and shows his acceptance of her role in Paula's new life.
Yeah.
This segment highlights the everyday wonders and conveniences of a truly magical world, but also the deep personal bonds and protective instincts that underpin this community. It blends the fantastical with relatable human emotions, showcasing the power of friendship and magic in safeguarding happiness, and underlining the unique blend of power and personality in Wildwood.
Well, we've journeyed through a truly extraordinary chapter today, haven't we?
We really have. So much packed in there.
From Bethany's innocent yet profound dream of starting a theater troupe, driven by something in her blood, to Paula's hard-won peace and transformation from a reluctant manager to a powerful, compassionate figure who can literally jump between narratives.
An incredible arc for Paula.
We witnessed McCracken's startling arrival and the mind-bending revelation of their fictionality, and explored the vibrant, magical community of Wildwood and its central hub, Rose's Tower, a place where ancient librarians, loving ghosts, and powerful bibliomancers all contribute to a tapestry of belonging and purpose.
We've seen the birth of a new artistic endeavor, confronted profound questions of identity and reality, and celebrated the deep transformations that happen when individuals find their true place. This deep dive has shown us a world where stories quite literally come alive in the most unexpected ways,
Blurring the lines between creation and creator.
and offering unique perspectives on what it means to be, to choose, and to belong.
This narrative fundamentally challenges us to think about where our own stories come from. What does it truly mean to have agency, to choose your path, to feel a sense of belonging, when your very existence might be part of a larger, unseen narrative?
Yeah.
The characters in Wildwood grapple with these questions head-on, forging new identities, new purposes, and new definitions of home in a world teeming with magic and self-discovery. They redefine what it means to be real.
What stands out to you from this exploration? Perhaps it's the idea that your true calling might be in your blood, even if you've never encountered it directly, like Bethany, and that passion alone can ignite incredible journeys.
Or maybe it's the comfort in realizing that even fictional characters can forge real friends and interests and find a life of genuine contribution, as Paula did, reclaiming her narrative from a past she didn't choose.
How do these characters' journeys reflect our own search for meaning and belonging in our lives, our own attempts to author our personal stories?
It's powerful stuff, isn't it? And it leaves us with a provocative thought. If our own lives were part of a grand narrative written by an author, what would be your redemption scene or your portal muffin moment?
The portal muffin moment.
That one pivotal event or choice that irrevocably changes your story, leading you to a place of unexpected power, purpose or belonging. What would you do with that new understanding of your own narrative? And how would you choose to write your next chapter?
Something to chew on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Rose and Lupinia Week 36. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep writing your own incredible story.
Welcome to The Critique. Today we're looking at excerpts from Rose and Lupinia, Chapter 36. It's a really vibrant piece. New characters, cool magic system, explore some big themes like identity.
Yeah, definitely a lot going on.
So let's dive into some feedback to, help make it even stronger.
Sounds good.
Okay, first up, let's talk about strategic pacing. There's an opportunity here, I think, for enhancing the impact and, the clarity.
Right.
Because right now, Rose and Lupinia it's packed with amazing events, character intros.
Totally. It moves really fast.
Maybe a bit too fast sometimes. That rapid-fire delivery, especially with crucial plot points, magic stuff, backstories, it's often through these quick dialogues.
Mm-hmm.
And while that shows a really rich world, it can sometimes feel like information overload, maybe.
Yeah, I get that. Like the reader doesn't quite get the chance to really feel the weight of something new before, whoosh, we're on to the next thing.
Exactly. It's like that high-speed tour you mentioned before we started recording. You see amazing things, but don't really get to absorb them.
Totally. Like Bethany's backstory, right? Her parents, never seeing a play. That's pretty heavy stuff.
It is.
But it kind of flies by. Or, introducing Sparky, Doug, Daisy, bibliomancy, ghost librarians. All fascinating, but bang, bang, bang.
Yes. And McCracken's arrival, that whole discussion about being fictional characters, agency, it's huge.
Monumental, really.
But it happens so quickly in the dialogue that those really deep existential ideas might sort of get a bit lost in the shuffle. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. It feels like a missed beat, almost. You want to sit with that for a second.
You do. It's such a rich world. You want those moments to land. So the suggestion here is really about finding those key spots where slowing things down could make a huge difference.
Letting things breathe.
Exactly. Letting critical info or those big emotional beats really resonate. Maybe expanding a description slightly, weaving exposition in more subtly.
Or even just giving a character a moment, like an internal thought before the plot charges ahead again.
Yes, that's a great way to put it.
Okay, so like with Bethany's backstory, her parents, the theater thing, instead of pivoting right away to play suggestions, what if Paula or someone else just takes a beat? Maybe an internal reflection from Paula about Bethany's courage or her innocence.
Right. Acknowledging weight of what she just shared.
Yeah, just a slightly longer, more empathetic response. It lets the reader sit with Bethany in that vulnerable moment. That extra pause can add so much depth.
That's a perfect example. And what about Sparky, Doug Zenodotus of Ephesus, great name, by the way, and Daisy, the ghost girlfriend?
Huh, yeah, such a cool trio.
But again, the intro is super quick. Instead of jumping straight into dialogue, maybe describe them a bit more first.
How they look or just the vibe when they appear?
Exactly. Give the reader a clearer visual, a sense of who they are and their sort of unique place in this world before they start talking. Let that first impression really settle.
Good point. And, okay, McCracken. The Portal Muffin arrival, the fictionality talk, that's a massive turning point.
Huge.
So instead of just saying he arrived, maybe describe the experience, like you said, maybe a shimmer in the air or that smell of cinnamon and something else.
Otherworldly magic, yeah. Or Paula's reaction seeing someone from her book appear. That immediate shock, maybe physical, maybe emotional, before he says anything.
Yeah. And that whole conversation that follows Talbot. Agency, being fictional, it needs space, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Maybe allow for pauses, actual moments of silence where you see Paula and McCracken kind of grappling with these massive ideas.
Instead of just stating the points one after another.
Right. Like after McCracken's big emotional speech about the corrupt agency, maybe a short description of the mood in the Jack and the Green, or just a glimpse inside Paula's head as she processes it all.
That could really amplify the impact. It's all about giving those key moments the space and dramatic weight they deserve.
Precisely. Okay, moving on. Second point.
cultivating distinctive character voices.
Ah, yes, voice.
You've got this fantastic, growing cast, super vibrant. And there's a real opportunity here, I think, to push the individual voices even further, make them more distinct through unique speech patterns, maybe some linguistic quirks.
Right, because that's what really deepens the reader's connection, isn't it? When you can hear the character?
Totally.
And I agree. While the characters are engaging, sometimes, especially when there are several talking quickly.
Like in the brainstorming scene or at Rose's tower?
Exactly. Their dialogue can occasionally sound a little similar, maybe a bit functional.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it harder to instantly tell who's who just by how they speak. Like, Opal the Princess title implies a certain something, but her lines are very direct, quite brief.
Right. Paula, I can walk just fine. Yeah.
And some of the book club members, their initial chat is friendly, sure, but doesn't immediately scream, "This is my unique personality."
You're right. It's about giving each one more of a unique verbal fingerprint. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Using different vocabulary, maybe varying sentence structures, or giving them consistent little habits in how they talk that reflect who they are, their background, their magic, their beliefs.
It's those little tells, those nuances.
That's what makes them pop off the page.
Okay, so let's take Bethany again. Aspiring actor, never seen a play, blabbers sometimes.
Great setup for a distinct voice.
Totally. So her dialogue could maybe lean more into that blend of naivete and enthusiasm, maybe even a touch of like unconscious theatricality, even when she's just chatting.
How so?
Well, perhaps her descriptions of the magic world use more expressive adjectives, or maybe her blabbering comes out in sentences that are a little more rambling or go off on slight tangents. Something that makes her sound unmistakably Bethany.
I like that. Giving her dialogue that sort of earnest, slightly dramatic flair. And Opal, the princess?
Right. Even if she's unwell, maybe her speech has a subtle formality. Or conversely, she could be playfully imperious, reflecting her status.
So instead of just, "Right, Paula," she might say,
Maybe something like, "Indeed, Paula, a most astute observation." Or even a light-hearted, mock-regal command. Just something that hints at that royal upbringing.
yeah, letting her status subtly color her words. Good one.
And then McCracken. He's the outsider, right? From the real world, dealing with this huge existential thing.
Definitely a contrast to the others.
So his dialogue could carry that. Maybe a slightly more cynical edge, or world-weary, even just a questioning tone that sets him apart from the more accepting magical folks.
That internal conflict he has, the skepticism, it could really come through in his phrasing, couldn't it?
Exactly. Even when he's being friendly, you could still get that undercurrent of his unique perspective, his journey. It would make him feel even more distinct.
Yeah, these are just a few ideas, obviously, but focusing on those individual verbal styles could really make the cast shine.
Definitely.
Okay, third area. Enhancing world immersion by showing the magic and its rules.
Ah, the show, don't tell.
Classic. Well, yeah, but specifically for the magic here. Because the world is clearly packed with cool magical ideas, unique rules.
Portal muffins, bibliomancers, Rose's powers, the fictional character stuff.
Yeah, it's great. Super interesting. But the opportunity is to show these things in action more, rather than primarily telling the reader about them through dialogue or explanation.
Right. Which can deepen the immersion, make it feel more wondrous, more real in a way.
Exactly. Because right now, a lot of these cool concepts, the portal muffins, bibliomancy, Rose making a room, they're often stated directly.
Explained through dialogue, yeah.
Which is efficient, sure, gets the info across. But it does sometimes miss the chance to let the reader experience the magic firsthand,
Through action, sensory details, letting us see it unfold. It makes it feel more tangible, less like just a rule being stated.
Precisely. Like McCracken's arrival or Rose creating the room we're told it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So the suggestion is basically to look for moments where you can demonstrate the magic, its rules, its implications, through what characters do, through sensory details, through the environment itself.
Letting the reader piece it together or just witness the effect, maybe before you give the full explanation, or even instead of it sometimes.
Yes. Make the discovery part of the reading experience.
Okay, so McCracken's portal muffin again. instead of just saying he used one.
You could describe the effect, like we talked about the shimmer, the smell of cinnamon and magic at Mad Maggie's.
Or just the ripple of surprise through the bakery, Lillian Soane's reaction before he even speaks.
Yeah, that shows us this isn't normal travel. It makes the magic feel active in the scene.
I like that. And Rose creating the room for McCracken in the tower?
Instead of her just listing the furniture specs like an order.
Room large, bed, dresser, yeah.
Describe it forming. Maybe a glow from her hand, walls shimmering into existence, furniture solidifying out of thin air, textures becoming clear.
Oh, wow, yeah. Let the reader actually witness her bibliomancer power in action. Feel how incredible it is.
Makes it much more vivid, much more impactful.
Definitely. And what about the bibliomancer concept itself? Their influence, like with Talmert confronting Rose, or Sparky managing her writing? It's a really cool idea.
Very intriguing.
Could there be a subtler hint before it's fully explained? Like maybe we see Sparky interact with a book in a slightly uncanny way.
How do you mean?
I don't know, maybe a page flutters to exactly the right paragraph just as he glances at it. Or the ink on a page seems to shift or swirl for just a second when he touches it. Little clues that show his connection to the text.
Ah, I see. Planting those seeds. Showing the magic subtly before explaining the mechanics.
Yeah, just turning those explanations into actual experiences for the reader. Makes the whole world feel more alive, more engaging.
Great suggestions. So, wrapping up this critique of Rose and Lupinia at Chapter 36, we've touched on 3 main areas for potential refinement.
That's right. We talked about strategically adjusting the pacing in key spots for more impact.
Yeah, letting those big moments breathe.
Yeah, and then really digging into cultivating even more distinctive voices for that wonderful cast of characters.
Giving each one that unique verbal fingerprint.
Exactly. And finally, enhancing the world immersion by shifting more towards showing the magic in action, rather than just telling us about it.
Right. Transforming explanations into experiences. By focusing on these kinds of high-level craft elements, you can really take what's already a very engaging story.
And make it even more compelling, yeah. Draw readers even deeper into Wildwood.
Absolutely. So we really encourage you to think about these suggestions, see what resonates, and, whenever you feel ready,
send the revised work back our way.
We'd genuinely love to see how it evolves. It's exciting stuff.
Definitely looking forward to it.